Hey guys, we're back. It's Joe Music, and today's video is the second part in my series of how to play the bass for absolute beginners. So thank you for watching this video. After the video is finished, if you want to follow me on Instagram at JoeRedMusic, it's on the screen, that'd be great. But apart from that, we're just going to start teaching straight away, so let's get it. Last time we covered how to actually buy a bass and an amp, which ones you should need, which ones I personally recommended, and more on the amp in today's video, episode 2. For today we're going to be talking about the usage of an amp and how you sort of use it, how you fiddle around with the settings, all that good stuff's coming up. So leave a like on this video if you're excited, leave a comment if you got any, if you want any tips, or if you want to send me a nice message. Like I said, just then Instagram is at JoeRedMusic. So thank you again, and I'll get into the tutorial. So just a side note as well, if your amp is different to mine, for today I'm using the Vox Pathfinder Bass 10, which is a beautiful amp. If you actually watched my video and bought that amp or are thinking about buying that amp, it's a beautiful amp to use, and I'm going to show you how to use it, because there's a little bit more to it than just, while you can just crank up the volume and then just start playing, there's a few other options on the amp itself that are good to fiddle around with and just you know, really solidify the textures of what you're playing. So with that put out there, let's switch the camera angle and we're gonna take a look at the Pathfinder Bass 10, and we're gonna find out how to use it. Okay, so I apologise for this little view of the games at the top, but we're here with the Pathfinder Bass 10. If you can't tell, it's been tipped on its side, just so that I could show you specifically each setting on the amp. So with that being said, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the most obvious one. I wonder what this does. This is the power button. You just literally, nice and simple. This is for headphones, or if you want to import the amp specifically, say if you wanted to record this, the sound of this amp, you'd plug your bass in, but we'll get to this one in a second. Pretty self-explanatory, I've just explained it, but we'll go over it again. So you plug your bass in, you get another jack lead and you stick it in there, plug it into an audio interface, and then plug it into your computer. So, but also you can get a jack, like one of a little golden jack thing, I can't remember what it's called, but you'd plug it into there, and then at the end it'd have basically an adapter, so you'd stick it in there, but on the other side it'd have a smaller port that headphones could fit into, so you'd put your headphones into it, and then all the amp, instead of coming out of the main speakers, which are underneath there but it's turned on its side, it'd go directed straight into your headphones. So this volume, pretty obvious, nice little, I like the knob designs for these. This is literally just volume. So bass is obviously pretty self-explanatory. The next one might be a little bit less for people who don't really understand music, like and music theory and stuff. But so the bass is obviously just like it'd go like really crazy, and then just turn it down. Drive does a similar thing, but we'll get to that in a minute. So the treble is actually sort of also another tone control rather than volume. This is a tone control, and it literally is just sort of the brightness and the warmth, which is also has very similar function to this, the brightness button. This literally takes off the grittiness and makes it more swanky, bright sound, and a more happy sound, and a more light-hearted sound, and that's literally just signified by, I know it's a little hard for you guys to read, but that says off and that says on, so if it's in, pretty self-explanatory stuff. And the drive is like bass, but bass boosted rather than just like heavy bass. It's like proper like actually distortion basically. And finally guys, this is only a short video, the input jack is there. So in case any of you don't actually I mean, I don't really understand why anybody ever doesn't know how to plug a jack lead in, but just in case you are the minority, I'm sorry, please don't dislike the video. But if you don't know how to plug in a jack lead, I mean, it's like I say, I'm sorry, it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, literally, all you do, that, boom, and then you just stick it in like that. Sorry, I didn't apply much force on that. So, boom, you're in, you flick it on, job's a good one. Fiddle around the controls, job, and then you're in. So, as for that, next video we're actually going to get into actually using the amp itself, and actually turning it on. But next video also, more so, we are going to turn on the amp next time, but next episode is going to be actually tuning your bass guitar in the first place. So stick around for that, because that'll be an interesting one, because some people struggle with tuning in their guitar. So yep. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like, maybe subscribe, also tap the bell if you really enjoyed it and want to be part of the notification squad. So that's all the YouTube side of things. As for the extracurricular stuff, if you will, you can follow me on Instagram, that's very welcome, and if you want to send me a nice DM, like a few posts, stick around, that's always appreciated. So that's pretty much it. So next episode we're going to be tuning in the bass guitar. We're actually going to be playing one on that episode. Can't believe it took 3 episodes to actually crack the bass out. But anyway, that's the video for today. So I'll see you tomorrow when we're tuning the guitar. So tune in for that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.